Hello and welcome to Just Do It, a Dewey Brothers podcast. That's right. This one is going to be, for lack of better explanation, content. We don't know what we're doing. We're just here. So Alex, anything to add?
Yeah, welcome to Just Do It, a Dewey Brothers podcast. This is extra low budget edition. We are recording on only the most used microphones that we picked up at a thrift store after the store had already closed in the last 5 minutes of the store. And then we drove over them in the parking lot, picked them up, and now we're recording with them.
I believe mine was under quite a few raccoons. That's why it's such high good quality, because when in the rain, the raccoons just kept coming. We're also joined by a guest, isn't that right?
Yeah, I got this right earbud working, by the way. I just got to hold the wires just right, and I can hear out of both ears.
Whoa. Both ears? Now that's
Nope,
just
I lost it.
crazy. Okay, that's more like it. That's what I expect.
Okay,
We have a podcast, and I think we gotta start with the main topic.
I think it's going to be a good one.
that sounds good to me. What's this main topic, Eric? Hit us up.
Oh my gosh, this is something I've been waiting to talk about since we first started our podcast. So I'm talking none other than Vice Versa, the Canadian bilingual French and English hip hop band duo established in 1997.
Ooh, Eric, what is their number one hit, and why do you listen to it every night before you go to bed?
Well, I think it's gotta be Musique, spelled M.U.SI. I.Q.U.E. It's a 3-minute, 55-second magnum opus off of their hit solo only album in 2006 called Vice City.
Well, my favorite track off of that album was Poutine Emoji.
Ooh. See, Poutine Emoji was wild because emojis weren't even widespread or even created in 2006.
I know.
Actually, I think it was created in French Canada at that point. I think the Quebecois were spreading their beautiful emojis everywhere with their poutine.
I hear they had a really rough time selling that music overseas because the Unicode character for the Poutine emoji just wouldn't render and even crashed some Dell computers.
It did. So it's a little known fact that in 2006 there's almost a Y2K sort of scare, because you know how it was related to this Vice Versa album, which everyone thought that with the major hit record that they had on their hands, that everyone would try and play Poutine Emoji and it would just crash the entire world's banking and sort of stock brokerage firms, because of just they couldn't handle the Poutine Emoji yet.
Fortunately, it wasn't as big a problem as it could have been, because the widespread use of text-to-speech was not, or speech-to-text was not adopted yet, and so Poutine Emoji wasn't being picked up by automated systems.
That's true.
Which would also cause those to crash, so it wasn't that bad. That's why it was called the little Y2K06.
Except with the French accent in there. I have a quick question for you guys. So, who do you prefer? Rapper David Dubé, also known as Da Vinci, or Stryger Laurent, the Canadian artist with Jamaican origin?
Oh, Stryger all day, every day.
Oh, David Doobie all day. That's like the weed word.
Yeah, I'm a Da Vinci kind of guy. Da Vinci. It's just Davincy. So I'm gonna pronounce it Da Vinci.
Well, I mean, those guys are both cool, but they're not. They weren't, in addition to being Jamaican hip hop artists that then moved to Canada to get that cross Jamaican Canadian fusion. If I'm remembering that correctly, he was also a striker for the Canadian national football team, also known as soccer for our American listeners, which is why they were so unsuccessful that year.
That would make sense.
He wasn't good. He was too busy doing music. You can't define yourself like that. You gotta take
hard.
a break.
It's hard to be a top tier Jamaican Canadian recording artist as well as being on the Canadian football team, of course.
Yeah, I mean, Eric, you got to focus on the game. Everyone knows that, and he couldn't do it because he was trying to drop this hot album. Yeah.
Yeah, you're standing there in left field thinking about the next hot lyrics you're gonna drop, and like all of a sudden, ball's going over your head.
Exactly.
Focus on the game.
Gotta focus on the game. So a lot of people don't know, but another great part of Vice Versa and their Vice City record was the scratches by DJ Blast. That just really tied the whole album together, wouldn't you say so?
Oh, I heard he was the #1 stunner,
Yeah, no, it's true.
which really does wrap it up in a nice little bow. Yo, Jesse, what do you think of DJ Blast?
Oh, the scratches he's putting on the little just with that album, the finishing touch makes it the best music to come out of French Canada. So some of the worst music of all time, but by Québécois standards, she is a mon ami, they say.
That is what they say. All right. I don't know if our listeners can stick around and listen through this entire album, but I will play all how long is this Vice City album? It looks like it's a very long, so that'll be played in the outro. Roughly an hour worth of sweet hip hop beats
Great.
coming right at you at the end of this. But I think it's time to move on to another portion of this podcast, don't you say?
Oh yeah, I think that we should segue into a new, back into another section of this podcast, Eric, which is, as we all know, keeping up with the Dwitzes. Now, Jesse and I, part of the reason we have this technological kerfuffle that we're in is that we just did a pretty killer canoe course down the Racket River. We crushed it. Don't want to brag, but we're super good at canoeing. And
the foremost experts on Racket River canoery at this point, I believe.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I would say so. At least living experts. There's probably some. We were trying to exercise our rights as Americans that live in the same places Native Americans used to, and travel to our ancestral gambling lands at the Akwesasne Casino, and we're most of the way there.
No, okay then.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah, I know I'm a gambling man myself. That's why I actually I was betting old Bob down here that you guys weren't gonna make it back. I could have sworn that you guys were going to be eaten by the Racket River Kraken, right by that one dam and reservoir. But how did you guys evade him?
Oh, so it was really close. What happened was Canoe Master showed up and saved us, Eric.
You mean the canoe guru?
The canoe guru. He showed up and he saved us. We were, Jesse, you want to tell him how it happened?
So we were canoeing down this reservoir, and we come to that deep part right before the dam. You know, right where that Racket River Kraken lives, right before that one dam, that one reservoir. You know.
Yeah, that one's tricky. You gotta watch out, everyone out there. If you come across the that one dam and that one deep section of the Racket River, watch out. The Kraken is coming for you.
So we see a bunch of danger signs. Say warning, keep away, and they're probably just for the dam. But then we see another smaller warning sign that says Kraken, and as we hear it, we see the beaked bill coming out of the water, and we're like, getting our bear paddles ready. They're not the right tool for the job. They're bear paddles, not Kraken paddles. But we're getting them ready to try and do the best we can. And all of a sudden, Canoe Master comes by and gives us both just a ton of PCP. And we just rail a line of PCP, jump in the water, and strangle it with its own tentacles.
So
yeah, I felt great.
Oh, I mean, so obviously Canoe Guru is still out running, evading the law.
He really saved our skin there.
His drug, but turns out drug dealers actually benefit.
Yeah, it's like those huskies that have brandy in the Arctic. He was like the husky that we needed, but with PCP.
Okay. I will say I'm a little worried about the fragile ecosystem now that the Kraken has been strangled. Won't that affect the Racket River completely? I mean, the New York DEC is gonna come after you guys, I think.
Well, that's why we're running. That's why we had to canoe so quickly, is that we needed to make sure we got out of there before we wreaked too much more ecological damage. Fortunately, Eric, as everyone knows, there is the Kraken, the slightly smaller Kraken that lives in that slightly shallower place, right where the boat ramp is, right
Oh,
before
yeah.
the dam.
Yeah, the boat
And
ramp
that
Kraken.
one can move into the bigger Kraken's territory and grow up and be a big Kraken. Just the one spot there where the boat ramp is before the dam.
But
Yeah,
the
yeah, that
problem
one spot.
is, what
Yeah.
about what's gonna move in as a smaller Kraken into the one boat ramp before the one dam on the racket?
Snapping turtle.
Oh, snapping turtles. I am pretty sure they are a descendant of the Kraken, or the Kraken is the descendant of the snapping turtle. One of
So
those.
anyway, Eric, I was thinking we get somebody else because we couldn't find him any Canoe Guru anymore. He's on the lam. Can we get somebody else in for the hot seat?
Well, I heard that we did line up the SUP Bro to be this week, but I don't know if our bandwidth can handle him. Can it?
I mean, we can try. Let's just get him in for a couple questions.
All right. SUP Bro, I know you're just hanging out doing nothing. It's a little cloudy, so you can't get your tan. Yeah, dude. I stand up paddleboard, so.
See, hey, sup, bro? Did you notice that we underneath your seat is a fiery pit of doom from which we are going to crank up the heat?
Well, that's kind of weird because I actually don't take seats because I'm only standing up when I'm out there, and
Yeah,
I'm
we
never not
replaced your
out there.
cooler with it, so
Oh my God, what
it's
the?
actually a heater
Dude.
now.
Dude,
Yeah.
this is wow. I mean, what am I gonna do? I think I'm gonna have to go like out on the river and like paddleboard to clear my mind, you know?
All right, before you do that, can you answer some hard hitting questions? I'm gonna start them off, and then Jesse's gonna jump right in. We're gonna tag
Oh,
team.
you tag teaming? That's pretty wild. I once tag teamed with paddleboard once. That was kind of sick. Like we were flowing a little low, but like it was fun.
All right. Sup, bro?
Yeah.
Bruh or bra?
Yo, it's totally brah.
All right, red carpet or blue carpet?
You know, that's a tough one, but as a real patriot, I'm gonna say red carpet.
All right, how about this one? This one's tricky. You ready? Cannoli or cannoli elbow?
I'm a cannoli kind of fan, but and I say it like that because I'm an Italian and I really respect my roots. That's why I always get the fresh parmesan, and that's why I also am really disappointed with Luigi and his Italian his Italian business. You know, it's it's kind of sad, but I'm gonna have to go with cannoli elbow. I'm a big elbow kind of guy.
All right. Yo, Jesse, you wanna fill in here for me? Just keep the heat. Just keep them on a hot simmer for me.
Yeah, all right. Sup, bro? What is the best angle to put a beanie at?
The proper beanie angle is roughly one that sort of fits the curvature of the head just right, so it's sort of tipped up at the front. And you know, everyone's head's different, so I'm not gonna like give out a specific answer, but the right answer is definitely like 28 degrees.
All right,
Actually, I'm gonna change that.
controversial.
I'm gonna change that. It's actually pi over 6 radians.
Oh, controversial. How much red in a wine?
This is gonna be kind of wild. I'm not a big red wine fan, but that new one by Big Rose, the Oops All Grits, has been really getting me wild and sendy out on the SUP.
Bro, how many people have you put on a paddleboard?
Well, I sort of just wrangle them up from the local school and just sort of throw them out on a paddleboard, and I don't say anything. I sort of strap them down and just sort of let them float out to the and try and feed my Kraken friend down by that one dam on the Racket River. You know,
Uh-oh.
Wait, is this the big Kraken or the little Kraken?
it's the big one by the dam. You know.
Oh.
Whoa, are you telling me something happened to my big Kraken bro friend? I always sup right by him.
Oops. Anyway, that's at least 5 counts of eating wildlife. But we're gonna move on.
This is gonna not only is the big Kraken gone, now
Yo,
the
what?
natural school children population is no longer being kept in check. This is gonna have a devastating effect on the ecosystem.
Actually, that's kind of wild because so I do appease like that was my favorite supping spot, you know, out there, and I would always have to like give a gift to the Kraken so he wouldn't like tear my paddle in two. So I think I learned my lesson. I'll stop, capturing little children.
All right. Well, stand up. Sup, bro. We got one more question. And
Yeah,
this one pertains to very hard hitting. Pertains to the Guardians of the Galaxy. So, with the Guardians of the Galaxy being the sole protectors of the galaxy, who stands up to fill their place when they retire? In 30 seconds or less.
I mean, that's a pretty hard one. So I know, like, within the stand-up paddleboard community, we always believe in this one true team, and that's actually the team of it's called the New Guardians of the Galaxy. And by the galaxy, we mean the river ecosystem. And by that, I mean Frisbee Master, Canoe Guru, and SUP Bro all hang out together, and we make sure there's no freaking cops on our water, because we got to get them out of here. They are taking what wasn't theirs and patrolling it, and we don't stand for that. So, yeah, well, us, we're the new guardians of the galaxy, but the galaxy is the river. Yeah.
Eric, can we get this guy out of here?
I don't know. I kind of like him. He's growing on me, Alex.
Oh, okay. Well, I think he might know the whereabouts of some persons of interest.
I've heard a rumor that SUP Bro, Canoe Guru, and Frisbee guy are only claiming jurisdiction of the river to help Canoe Bro better smuggle drugs up and down into Canada. Would you
Oh
care
my
to comment on
gosh.
this?
I mean, I gotta go. So peace out. The water's calling. I gotta sup out there. All right, bye, Mr.
Understandable.
Sup Bro. You're pretty cool. Definitely not doing anything illegal out there. That's for sure. Well, that was spicy. He has supped out into the sunset. Yeah, that was kind of weird. Weird guy.
I kind of like him. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I think he's nice. I mean, he did say that he's looking out for the river's ecosystem, and I'm
Yeah.
a fan of riverine ecosystem and habitats.
I don't agree with his controversial beanie position. I'm a 25-degree man. I think that's just objectively right. But the rest of the stuff was all really good, I thought.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, obviously he cares, and good for him. I just hope that they find those two rascals, the Frisbee Master and Canoe Guru, because they
Yeah,
could be
those
doing
guys. Those
any
should be
heinous
doing
thing out there.
all sorts of trouble. Eric, do we have any comments that we can't read because of our technological disabilities?
Well, we do have a bunch, but I believe one person was saying that they wanted to know about the Canoe Guru, which is a little unnerving due to his recent reports of his involvement with the drug trade.
Yeah.
But we got a question: is when the Canoe Guru drinks beer, what beer does he drink? And then also, does the Canoe Guru have a favorite hops?
Oh, well, Jesse can help with what beer the Canoe Guru drinks, but I know his favorite hops are Cascade because he likes it when the water cascades down the falls near all his favorite portage spots.
Well, he would love a sea hop because he's a true man of the sea after it goes into the lake. And I gotta say that we all saw this favorite beer coming. What else could it be but canoe beer?
That's right, Founders All Day IPA, baby.
I mean, hey, it's got a canoe right on the can.
Right on the
Obviously, it's
can.
good. So, naturally, we wish that he was a homegrown hop fan or not, because he is sort of not a figure that we should look up to and aspire to be. But homegrown hops for all. I do love him personally.
So that's pretty good, Eric. Do you think we want to wrap this podcast up and thank our sponsors? I know it's real hard in our current technologically deficit position here.
Yeah, I think this is all the content the people could live with, and the content that we're willing to give them. We need more comments to give them more content, Give them
Ooh,
better,
yeah.
higher quality content. We need that feedback.
It should really seep down into the comment station.
So I'm gonna have to start off with thanking the proud sponsor of this podcast, which is none other than Big Rosé. Enjoy our Oops All Grits. It's not new anymore, but we're still selling it and hopefully can make a profit on it.
This podcast is brought to you by Titanium Kraken paddles, made for stand-up paddleboarding and canoes. If your bear paddle ain't up to the job of beating back the Kraken, get a Titanium Kraken paddle at your local canoery.
Brought to you in part by that one dam on that one reservoir on the Racket River.
I mean, we all know the one we're talking about, that's for sure.
It's the one.
I have to thank none other than Homegrown Hops. We love them. They're still going. They're probably brewing a delicious beer right about now. So come on and enjoy some Homegrown Hops.
This podcast had support from Clanky Mugs. That's right. You got to get your mug clanker clanking on your backpack so the Kraken knows when lunch is coming down the river. Clanky Mugs.
Also brought to you by Canoe Rests. Are you halfway through a 2.5-mile canoe carry? Enjoy a nice, relaxing canoe rest.
This podcast does have a special disclaimer from the American Sciences of Evolution. Whatever they said about turtles and their relationship to krakens is not validated and still only a minor hypothesis. Please don't take what these people... Oh my gosh, there's someone supping out there. There's someone supping out on the water. Everyone look.
No way. He's so majestic.
It's the SUP Bro. He's coming right for us.
Oh, the SUP Bro, I see him.
Yep, that's all I got.
This podcast is also brought to you in part by, and a big part by, Black Kraken Spiced Rum. Get yours in order to listen to this podcast this week, because you're going to need it.
Oh my gosh, we obviously were not lubricated up. It was too early. We recorded this podcast way too early.
Too early.
One last thing before we close out, just a public service announcement. Those 10 children from that one dam and one reservoir middle school are still missing. If you see anything of those children or hear any tips their whereabouts, please contact the police department of the local, that one reservoir and that one town dam.
All right. Thank you,
Fix
Jesse.
it in post.
Yep. This has been Just Do It, a Dewey Brothers podcast. Probably episode, I'm going to say 15.
13. It's 513. It's
13.
season 5, episode 13. Maybe with an asterisk in there because it is something.
I'm out of fingers. Can't help.
Can't help. Big trouble. Anyway, this has been Just Do It, episode 13, season 5. Thank you for listening to our podcast. I'm Alex.
I'm Eric.
I'm Jesse.
For the love of God, man.
Just send it.
So close to NSYNC.
Let's cheese it. I thought it was good. I heard NSYNC. Maybe a little Backstreet Boys in there too, but
I think something was back all right.